Okay, try to be quick, bro.
Okay, I'm just opening up Discord. It's updating, unfortunately. It shouldn't be too long.
Okay. Samad,
If anybody else has questions, feel free to ask.
yeah, Samad, you can ask the question.
Yeah, so I have a question regarding the multi-time frame that when we get uh, multiple entries confirmation, like if I'm looking to a day one chart, and it shows that there is an entry, but H4, H1, and M15 shows something different. So which one do I need to follow? I mean, the trend is daily is the bigger trend. So let's say day one is showing the uptrend, and H4, H1, and M15 is showing me the downtrend for the shorter period. So which one should I need to follow?
Got your question. Okay, let me answer now. First of all, you guys need to know about the trend that where the market will change its turn. Okay, so first you guys need to know. Here we have candlestick direction cell. Here we have candlestick direction cell. Okay, so if the market is making candlestick direction cell, that's mean 50% trend is shifted from bullish to bearish. Okay, so on H4, if market is making extreme, forming extreme but not making momentum, okay, on H1 it's making CSM sell and market is moving below EMA 50, but on H4 market is reacting on daily time, MA 510 low. So on H1 and H4 you are thinking that we got a bearish trend, but in fact on H4 we still didn't got bearish trend, because for bearish trend 100% trend shifting we need momentum. Okay, we need momentum. But remember one thing more here, this is a tricky point. If we got first momentum after a bullish rally and we got first momentum, so how we will make sure that this momentum is a valid one? So for that we need MA 510 low breakout on daily time frame. So you need to be clear on it that H daily and H4
हेडफोनটা কই না হেডফোনটা দিয়ে যাও
कहाँ से आ जाते हो? Okay, so you need to be sure that H4 and daily have bullish trend, not bearish and H4 time frame. Okay, so remember that if market is making momentum here, then market need to break MA 510 low. So always wait for that, always wait for that, and don't confuse yourself and market trend. Okay, if market is dropping to low BB, that's not a bearish trend, that's a retracement on second time frame. Okay, it's a retracement on second time frame. On third time frame we need MLV, then market will fly. Okay, for that we need MLV. But remember, if your first time frame is okay, your first time frame analysis is okay, market will respect your second and third time frame. Okay, so you will get a quick move and quick pips. Is it clear now?
Yeah, it's clear. Thanks. But I have the following question related to this one. I mean, when the market is coming to the point for re-entry, but it didn't give any confirmation on the second and third time frame, but it flies right away. So on that scenario, do we need to take a trade, or we skip that trade because we don't got any confirmation for that?
Without making confirmation, market can't react to a re-entry point. Remember this. Market will must give you confirmation. If you have an example, so you can share. Otherwise, I can't see any. I didn't see any trade which is flying in a trend.
Sometimes it happens is like if it is a bearish trend, it just hit your MA5 high and then just go down back again to its the main trend
Remember,
down.
if it's hitting the H4 area, suppose we have MA510 high on H4 and market retrace, just hitting the MA5 and then it's dropping. Okay, but on second time frame, market will must react to MA510 high or mid BB. If it's not making extreme, if it's not making extreme, then market will react to mid BB or MA510 high on H1 time frame. But if there, and sometimes market is making CSD on H1 time frame, CSD buy on H1 time frame, but without making CSM on M15. So that CSD is a fake one. So you can focus on these things as well. Okay.
Okay, yeah, understood. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, Bilal, you can ask. It's your turn now.
Brother, can you show us a few divergence examples?
Okay, divergence examples. For that, I need
Please.
to add indicator. So what kind of, on which tool? On stochastic, on or some oscillator? Stochastic.
Stochastics.
Okay. Or like current one. If it's a weekly reentry, so market can next week, yeah, definitely next week market can drop from this zone. Okay, because we are getting a divergence here. More example, if we look to previous on H1 zone, now see here, it's a kind of divergence.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, so on this, which this is German 40. On German 40, if we got daily extreme, because maybe next week we can get here the low we can react like this. So if we got extreme here, so we can get a divergence here, and then market can drop on a weekly time frame. But remember one thing. Try to analyze your entry in BBMA codes. For myself,
yeah,
I don't rely on divergence mostly. Okay, 5 to 10% maximum I am taking trades on divergence, but try to focus on BBMA. BBMA is the powerful. Okay, one thing more, the most confusion. Nobody asked this question, but let me answer this. Let me clear my chart. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, sometimes we are waiting for it's happening continuously on gold. Mostly we are waiting for H4 reentry or H1 reentry. Okay, we are waiting for H1 reentry, and market is respecting this lower step, lower time frame. For example, if we are waiting, we mark a zone and for H4 time frame. Okay, we are waiting for that, but mostly market is reacting with mid BB on second time frame, and it's flying up, not giving H4 entry. Why this is happening? Because the trend is so powerful. The trend is so powerful. If you got a strong bullish trend, now see here, we got ZZL right on gold. H1 time frame. So before this ZZL, we got first re-entry, then we got second re-entry, and then we got a little bit third re-entry on H4 H1 time frame. So this, in this scenario, this is a powerful trend. All the indicators are suggesting that we have strong bearish trend, BBMA, advanced BBMA, okay, and Bollinger Bands are expanding. So we know that we have, and remember one thing also, in retracement, when the market is retracing in small candles, that's indicating us that buyers power are very weak. Okay, buyers are weak and sellers are strong. That's why market is not making strong bullish candles. Okay, if you see here from this to this, from this point to this point, you can see market is forming big candles for sell. Okay, that's indicating us that selling power is more than buyers buying power. So also keep these things in mind. But if you're good with BBMA, the first time frame analysis, you are catching the high trend, the high winning accuracy after momentum. Because why I am not focusing after CST? Definitely I'm taking trade after CSD, but for that, when the market is making sell CSD and the re-entry area is forming below mid BB, MA 510 high is making an area below mid PB. So definitely I'm taking the those trades. Like here you can see forming CSD, then fake momentum, and then re-entry buy. Definitely I'm taking this trade. Okay, definitely, because the MA 510 high is above mid BB, and yesterday Ford also shared the CSD re-entries in the Telegram group. So these kind of trades, you can get high winning accuracy. So you can get high winning accuracy, and you can get more pips without taking small trades. Like now on M15, here we got some this zone. Okay, the MA 510 high. Why this zone was perfect? Because you can see here, first the market form a nuclear setup. Okay, and let's respected the nuclear setup. Form CST, re-entry as a nuclear setup, and then hit top BB to form extreme sell, because the trend is down. Okay, trend is down. We can take a counter advantage from nuclear setup, but the actual trend is still bearish. So we will follow here H1 extreme, M15 re-entry. If the market is breaking MA 510 high early CST, but we here you can see guys that we don't have any CSM buy. That's why the CSM sell the early CST was fake. Now on M1 you can see here, okay, that's all. So here we got if you remember we are taking trades on stoppage, but also this pattern, first the market will form extreme, early CSD or CST or re-entry, and then it will drop. So stoppage is very important, and you can see here, if you are good with trend, then you can get high pips. Okay, even a re-entry on a small time frame, it's a 60 pips stop loss and 170 pips trade, so it's 1:3. Okay, almost 1:3. So you guys can catch a good trades within a trend. Okay, now let's move to H4 time frame. It's stuck. Okay, ask me any other question.
One last thing from me, brother.
Okay, the MT5 is not working, don't know why.
Can you hear me, Brother Irfan?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you familiar with what Brother Fawd was talking about? That pattern that appeared after a failed nuclear setup?
Failed nuclear setup.
Yeah, the one he posted on the group.
The failed nuclear
The
setup is
VIP.
the failed nuclear setup is forming momentum against you. Okay, so this is very common. If the setup is getting invalid, so it will make another re-entry against your trend, the main trend. Okay, so if the market is making don't know why this is stuck now, the M55 is not working, maybe. Okay,
Rose.
it's fine now, it's fine. Okay. Okay, for that we need some example, we need to find it. Okay, so let's discuss the actual one. CST, sell, the actual trend. Nuclear buy. Categorically, if you check my YouTube channel and also the previous lesson, Zoom session in which we discussed that nuclear setup is an indication for high time frame re-entry. Okay, but you can get advantage for a counter trend like here, CST sell.
Brother, your screen is stopped. I cannot see. Or others, can you see the screen share?
It's also frozen for me.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, I can see now.
No, it was okay, but I use another tool. Okay, let me. So here you can see CST sell, re-entry, and dropped. After that, continuing the bullish trend. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Any other members who want to ask question? Anthony, do you have any question? Chetra? Aman bhai, if you have any questions, so you can ask.
No questions.
Okay, got it, bro.
No, sir. Clear.
Okay. I think Chitra have. Ponivel, do you have any question? You can ask.
Sir, no, sir.
Okay, perfect. Syed bhai.
No way, no question.
Speed. Definitely you have questions, so you can ask. Speed भाई थोड़ा नाराज लग रहे हैं तो okay, let's analyze some market. Okay,
I have question. Sorry.
okay, you can ask. Definitely.
Yeah. I can annotate on the chart, then I will remove it. Just to explain you.
Which pair?
The same one, German. That's fine. I will mark here, like this is coming for re-entry here, let's say. But it has multiple candles here. So how we understand that? How we understand that one
can't see
candle will
anything on
return?
the chart. We can't see.
Oh wait, let me change the color. Okay, so here, can you see now?
No. Yeah. We can see now. Okay.
This red one, yeah. Okay, so if the market comes here and it's giving us the re-entry at the MA5 high, 510 high. But sometimes it gives only one candle came down and the second candle again came down. So which candle we really need to understand which one is the correct one? I mean, sometimes it gives two times entry, sometimes it gives only one time and then just fall down.
The
So
question
sometimes I
is,
get confused that this candle will give us the entry because sometimes in lower time frame it gives both extreme in lower time frame. Let's say I'm checking the chart H4, then H1 also giving extreme two times in both entries, and also the confirmation on third time frame MLB.
the thing is, it's not about the candlesticks, and it's not about the re-entries, that how many times the market is giving us a re-entry at one single point. The thing is continuation, oh sorry, the thing is the continuation of the market momentum on lower time frames. Definitely the market, once the market make a confirmation here for buy, at this point on third time frame, market will make no CSM area. When there is no CSM area like this one, so definitely market will drop. If it's continuing its bullish trend, so market need to make momentum here. At the sell side, the counter side, market need to make momentum here on lower time frames, then it will continue its bearish rally. But if it's not making momentum on top MA 510 high, on top BBA on third time frame, that's mean market is losing its volume, and definitely market will drop from that point, and again we will wait for the another re-entry. So don't make yourself confused that why market is, because nothing is fixed in this market. Suppose you took a trade at 2024.0 at this point, and you fix that market will definitely hit my point at this point, so I will definitely hold my trades even if it's coming down, up or down, but still I will hold my trade. No, it's not like that. We will just follow the market momentum. If it's giving if it's showing momentum on lower time frame, then we can hold our trades. But if it's not making momentum on lower time frames, we can't make a fight with market. So we will book our profits and we will close.
Yeah, that's good thing. Thank you. Because what I did is yesterday, I didn't close my trade, but it hits my break-even point. I opened two trades and I booked my profit on one trade,
Mostly
and the
it's
other
doing,
one,
bro,
yeah.
that's the common one. Mostly it's also happening with us, because nowadays for myself, last week I made some losses because the Trump administration, it's making announcement, suddenly making announcement, market is pumping and dumping. Okay, so on one announcement market is moving upside, another announcement market is dumping down at that point. So it's happening. It's a process. Remember, trading is a process. It's don't look for one asset. Okay, one asset. And one thing more, if you see here in the group, mostly you guys are posting the euro gbp, gbp usd, euro usd. I'm not interested in these because I need more pips. Okay, the long moves. So I'm trading on indices, US 30, German 40, and gold. Okay, BTCs rare sometimes. But if you and one thing more, here on H4 time frame, on gold, you can see that we are getting good pips and very long re-entries, very long swings on gold. So why you are not taking trades on gold? Every day it's making a re-entry, every day it's making setup. Definitely it's a risky one, but if there is risk, so there is a profit as well. Okay? You guys are not asking the question, so turn off your mics.
सर मेरा जो लास्ट गोल्ड का था एसएल गया था उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा डिस्कस कर दीजिए
yeah. Definitely we made a mistake there.
डेली का
Yeah, वो हमने definitely we did a mistake.
गोल्ड में
हाँ, गोल्ड में, yes गोल्ड में चेक करता हूँ. Aman brother asked a question about gold, that we booked some losses on gold. Definitely we made a mistake there. Market formed extreme C here. Okay, market formed extreme C here, and we was expecting this point is a MLB. This one. This one. We was thinking that we got a MLB here. Okay, after that market dropped and hit our SL, right?
उससे पहले सर एक्सट्रीम हो चुका था ऊपर, एक्सट्रीम टीपी वाजिब देन एमएलबी, तब मैंने इंटर किया था वहां पे। हाँ, ये एक्सट्रीम टीपी वाजिब
Okay,
देन एमएलबी
yeah,
और
yeah. That's extreme TP wajib and then MLB and it's going upside. Okay.
कर्व, हाँ
Okay, okay,
कर्व
yeah.
हो चुका था यहाँ पे।
Okay. Now let's focus here. I'm accepting this, that we made a mistake here. Okay. See here, we don't have any extreme. We don't have any extreme here. This was not extreme. Extreme was this one. This was an extreme B, and this was our TP wajib.
ये
So we did a mistake here. We didn't look closely on this one, that it's a clear CSM, and this was a re-entry sell with expansion. Okay, and here we got the extreme B. Market lost its momentum on extreme B, and then market went for TP mandatory, TP wajib. After that, market dropped. So
अगेन सीएसएम,
yeah. So here we got SL at this point. Okay, we got a SL here, but this was totally our mistake. This is not, we did a mistake. There was no fault in strategy. We did a mistake. Otherwise, this area was also confirmed for sell, and this was 100% confirmed, and this was also confirmed. But we didn't,
ZZL.
yeah, but we didn't notice that market is forming ZZL. Why we are not taking a salary entry? And one thing more, market lose 3 times. Market is getting rejection from TP, MA 510 high, and market is not making momentum on lower time frames. That why we are still holding our buy trades, which for myself it was running in 190 pips profit. Still we was holding our trade, and it's then suddenly it's dropped, hit our break even, and we got some few pips in profits. But actually we lost 190 pips in profits. That's why I'm saying that we got a loss on this. If we look closely after this session, when you can analyze this on your chart as well, we made a mistake here. If
लेकिन सर जो कैंडल है वो तो क्लोज हुई है ना बीबी के अंदर, तो एक्सट्रीम में कंसीडर की जाएगी ना सर?
exactly we are saying that this was not this was extreme. We can't consider this one. Let me clear the chart. For daily re-entry, this was not a TP mandatory. This was not extreme. This was not a TP mandatory. This was extreme B. This was TP mandatory. And here we need to be wait for the MLV. So
MLV.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We took trade here, if you remember, and we kept our stop loss.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now,
yes.
Is it clear now?
Yes, clear.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now lesson one thing more. From next week, we will every Friday we will make a short session. Okay, like this. Work 4 to 5 days. Okay, and once you get confusion, questions, we will discuss here. Okay, I'm making I'm also recording this session, and after that I will upload it on YouTube as well, so you guys can rewatch it. Okay, anyone else? Because Rashid bhai,
जी भाई
ससवाल स्टार एनी क्वेश्चन
सवाल उसका
जरूर है
मार्केट की उर्दू है तो है
बस सब है ट्रांसलेट करूं
सही थी पर मार्केट की मार्केट मतलब हर टाइम दो डायरेक्शन है वो सड़ी तौर पे फर्स्ट का H4 री एंट्री सेल दे और H1 से दे अगर री एंट्री बाय दी सी से के दाल द डायरेक्शन को मात्र डेर मसला सी वाज द H1 री एंट्री बाय द H4 री एंट्री सेल
okay brother Rashid is asking about multi-time frame analysis that he asked that sometimes we are getting a re-entry sell on H4 time frame and we are getting a re-entry buy on H1 time frame. So let me clear this one. This is always happening on multi-time frame analysis. Like suppose this one. Okay, the current one is also a good example. On daily time frame, we are getting a buyer re-entry. Okay. On H4 time frame, we are getting a sell re-entry. So where I need to focus? Remember, when the market is reacting to high time frame buy or sell area. Okay, so you need to focus on the high time frame trend direction. That if your momentum is very fresh and your rules are you are good with 5 rules. Okay, top BB is expanding, MA 510 low is on right place, see about mid BBMA 50 is on right place. So you can focus on higher time frame rather than smaller time frame. But in nuclear setup, if market is not making CSD extreme on second time frame and it's forming sell CSD on second time frame, so you can take a re-entry sell on second time frame MA 510 high. But whenever you are getting confusion and direction of the market, try to focus on higher time frame. Remember, try to focus on higher time frame. Higher time frame will give you a clear direction about the market. Is it clear now?
clear
Okay guys, thank you for joining. Next week
one more question
yeah, to be quick bro.
okay quick if there is re-entry on first time frame extreme or anything on second time frame third time frame extreme MLV everything happened it goes to momentum the trend is changed if I enter after the trend is changed how will that it will be good or not or I will because MLV is very hard point to catch for me
Okay, one thing more here. Suppose this is a re-entry sell, re-entry buys on a daily time frame. How we will enter if the market is making its trend from bullish to bearish? First, market need to make a valid momentum here with breakout on MA 510 low daily time frame. After that, if the market break this zone, also EMA 50 is broken. So this will be an indication for a swing re-entry on high MA 510 high, because the first re-entry is always a swing re-entry if the market is making a trend changing with momentum on higher time frame like H4. So you can catch a very long swing. Okay, and couple of days market will drop, but currently we need to wait for the daily closing here. If daily close below MA 510 low with momentum on H4, market will drop to mid BB or EMA 50, and I am expecting mid BB re-entry here. Market can drop to the mid BB. So let's see what's happening, because the current we have a long session left. New York session is still we need to wait for that. It's still not open yet, so we need to wait for it. Once it open, then we will see that how market is reacting to this zone. After that, we will decide next week. I will post my analysis in the group, and you guys can see the possible setups and possible moves of the gold.
सर अगर डेली में अगर जो ये मालो जोन पर ये क्लोज हो जाती है कैंडल और H4 में एक्सट्रीम नहीं होता है, तो फिर डाउन आपके लिए फिर देख सकते हैं ना री एंट्री MLB के साथ.
Yes, we can move with upside direction. Any other question? Because I'm closing.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
I have one question.
Yeah. Ask please.
So, as you know, we have a lot of code. So, I just want to focus on the higher probability code, like REM or RM. So I just because sometimes I see a lot of RRM.
RRM is when you are taking a trade on the reentry MLV. Okay, this code, it's always happening in a strong bullish trend. Okay, a strong bullish trend or strong bearish trend. So you must need to find a strong bullish trend. If RRM is forming, that's so you need to check the market trend before taking
So if we want to focus just only one code,
no.
What will it be?
If you want to focus on one code, that's REM.
All right, same.
Because one thing more, when extreme is forming, that's mean market is retracing enough. Okay. So this is a very powerful code, REM.
Okay, same.
Okay, Chitra, thank you for joining. Thanks to all members. Thanks for joining the session. And inshallah, next week, we will make another session. Okay. So inshallah, we will make another session and try to collect some questions. I will answer definitely. Thank you.
Thanks, Irfan. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You're welcome, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome, guys. You may leave the session. Okay, let me stop recording.